Today we want to talk about the reason why your piglet may be dying. The reason why your piglet may be dying. Yes, some farmers have been complaining that their piglet have been dying in several times. Yes. What could be the cause? Why should our piglet be dying? What should be the cause? Well, most people may not know the exact cause, the reason why their piglet is dying. Some farmers may complain that their pig gave birth to about 9 piglets, some 10, some 12, before they could say my pig have gave to birth or born 3, 4 or 5 or sometimes 8 of them have died. What could be the reason? Sometimes they may observe that their piglet are having some pieces that is white in color. Some they say was smoky in color and whatsoever. Most time they may get some injection to the pig, or before they know it, they are still dying. What could be the cause of that? Well, it is obvious that in our farm, if you don't have money to get a vet doctor, or that is a veterinary doctor, that means you yourself must be a veterinary doctor, or know most of the thing about keeping your animal healthy and fine. You must know how to keep your animal healthy and fine in terms of medicine if you will not be able to hire a veterinary doctor. Most time, some of the farmers may have their pig under incubation of about 4 months, that is 3 months, 3 weeks and 3 days, which is almost 4 months. Before this time, it may be that the pig, that is the sore, was not well. It has taken a long time, the sore was not dewormed. A womazine drugs was not given to the sore, and now the sore have taken in, is under incubation period, and now it has put to bed. The sore itself was not healthy, was not well. So giving birth now, those litters, those piglets came to the world, were born with some illness that came from their parents. Now it is the work of the farmers or a veterinary doctor to check and see how healthy was the soul before giving birth. Yes. It may also be a litter. How healthy was he before he gave birth? Now, knowing how healthy the soul was before giving birth will help the veterinary doctor or the farmer to know how healthy would the piglet be. If the piglet or if the pig, that is your soul, was not well before he gave birth, that means it's likely that it will pass the illness or the sickness that it was inhabited to the children. It may be that the soul did not die or get sicky, but the sickness was inside the mother. Giving birth now, it will transfer the sickness to the children and they may start dying. Most of them, it may be that the soul was not dewormed in time, it has an infection or whatsoever. And now as he has gave birth to these little children, they are able to be born, as they have come out healthy, but after some time, starting to suck the mother's breast and so forth, the soul or the little piglet now start to get sicky and perhaps start to die. In this case, it may be the reason why your piglet is dying. Another thing is that it may be that you have failed to give the right medication after giving birth. Some of the soul might have given birth. After giving birth, is exhausted. He cannot even stand up to feed the little one. Or maybe the little one did not get enough breast in the first 24 hours of life. Struggling about 1-2 days to feed itself along with other siblings become difficult. At the end, you may discover that the piglet died. And most time, it may be that the mother did not have any illness or any sickness. The mother was healthy. But on the way, the mother trying to feed the child and falling down, he mashed on the little one. He mashed on the piglet, and the piglet may This may result in the piglet dying. Then most other time, it may be that the mother did not mash, the mother did not have any illness, but the piglets just decide to die because of maybe the food that was given to the mother after it gave birth was not the right one. It did not supply the mother with the necessary vitamins or mineral which will be later transferred to the piglet through the breast that they are sucking. Thereby the piglet become very weak and at the end of the day die. That is why it is advisable that whenever our pig gave birth, the mother must be given a well balanced food. Sometimes it is required that the mother will be injected with iron so that the children will also suck the iron from the breast and become healthy and strong. Most time we farmers know that iron injection must be given to the piglet after 24 hours of life. Some people make mistake and give this after 4 days. Some will give this after 1 week. Some will give this after many days or so. They may say that they do not have money to buy the iron drugs, or they will not be able to call the veterinary doctor to come and do the injection in the right time. You know that the iron that is in the mother's breast will not be enough to carry on the little piglet. So it is advisable that we get additional iron to the piglet by means of injection. Yes, it is very important, because the iron that is in the mother's breast will not be enough for the piglet to be able to survive with it. So it is important that we get additional iron medication and injected the piglet with it. Doing this will help the piglet to be strong, able to contest with the mother's breast and feed itself. Most so, the piglet may die because of even the overdose of the injection of the drugs that has been given to the piglet. Yes, it may be that the piglet was healthy, but due to the overdose, because most of the farmers do not know how to inject pig or the amount of dose that will inject, they don't want to pay money to the veterinary doctors, so they will now get the needle, get the syringe and start injecting their pig. Overdose of those drugs can also kill the piglet. Yes, it is obvious. Apart from that, the way you injected the piglet is also very important. Most of the time, the needle may get to the place that is supposed not, may get to the bone, and getting to the bone, you discover that the piglet start walking as if the leg is not good. Small time, you will not be able to move around the other sibling, get and suck the breast very well. It may start to become weak, and at the end this may result in death, and you still have a loss of a piglet. We have a lot of reasons. That's why farmers need to take a good care of the mother, especially after giving birth. The more you care for the mother and the piglet will give you more better result as to how many your piglet will die. Pigs are animals that need care, especially when they are giving birth. We have to care for the mother, care for the children, because most time mistakes and lack of care may result in the death of those piglets. When I'm talking about care, it means that you have to assist the mother, especially when lying down or when trying to feed, so that they do not mash on the little one, and also giving them injection in time. But all the end result is that after your pig might have given birth, you have to consult the veterinary doctor to come and see the mother and the piglet, how they are doing. It is very important. And do not forget that iron injection must be given to this piglet 24 hours after they might have come to bed. 24 hours. If you cannot get it in 24 hours, get it in 48 hours. Yes, if you cannot inject your piglet after 24 hours of life, you have to do that after 48 hours. For some people who do that after about 4 days, 5 days or so. It is important that we do give this piglet iron injection. because the iron in the mother's breast will not be enough to sustain them, will not give them enough strength to be able to contest or fit in order to suck the mother's breast. Apart from that, those piglets need assistance when they have come to bed. They need assistance in every angle. That's why farmers have to assist the sow, especially after giving birth. Doing this, we will be able to reduce the amount of mortality in case that will come across to our little piglet. We have a lot of reasons why our piglet died, but the simple and correct answer to this question is that when our sow gave birth or our gill gave birth, one, we have to be of a great assistance to the mother. One, we have to take care of the piglet and the mother, give the mother a food that is high in vitamins and minerals, that is a balanced food. Another thing, get a veterinary doctor to see the mother and the children, the mother and the piglet. Yes, you have to get a veterinary doctor. If you cannot get a veterinary doctor, that means you know a lot of things about your animal in terms of medication. Then you will take charge to treat them, give them necessary injection in time, inject the mother, and also inject the children, the piglet, sorry, not the children. Doing this, we'll be able to help this piglet to grow stronger and then stop mortality. Yes. So, need assistance after they are given birth. We have to assist them. Yes. Get those little piglet some attention so that they will be able to survive the harsh condition that they will meet immediately after they come out from the mother's womb. We can assist these piglets with this way, getting them the necessary injection in time, and also see about the health of the mother. This will greatly reduce the mortality rate that we will have in connection with our piglet. You will hear some farmers say their piglet never die. Even though their pig will give birth to 16 or 17 piglets at the same time, none of them will die. This is not because they just sit down, fold their hand and watch the mother give birth and struggle with the little one all the way. They have been of a great assistance to the sow. Being assistant to them will help this piglet to survive even in any condition that they may find themselves. So it is vital that farmers do take care of their sow after birth, give them the right medication, see about how the piglet are failing and how to help them in various ways. Give them a food that is high in that has all the necessary vitamins. Doing this, we will ensure that we will be able to save the life of most of our piglets who might have died. And most importantly, before our pig or our sow gets incubated, that is, before we give our sow over to the male to cross, we must make sure that we have given a warm-acid drugs to the mother. Get the mother treated first. Make sure that they have all the necessary treatment. If you used to treat your pig every 6 months or every 3 months, you give the mother all necessary treatment. You warm the mother before you get it crossed to the male to fertilize, so that by the time it will give birth, the mother itself is also healthy. Yes, this is very, very important. You must make sure that the sow or the gill is healthy before it is crossed or it is fertilized to give birth. Doing this, we will ensure that our piglet will be healthy and fine. Most so, we will also make sure that even during the time that our gill or our sow is in incubation period, during that pregnancy time, time that the pig is pregnant, we must give him with nutritious food that is balanced in terms of diet, so that it will help those little ones that will come to bed to be strong and healthy. Yes, doing this food thing, we will see that our piglet will not be dying. We will be able to save the life of them and they will not be dying, will not experience mortality in terms of our piglet. We have a lot more to discuss, but let's just close here for today. Yeah, our screen there was the pig grow. If you love this video, please consider subscribing.